No, you can't like Player 100 is what just about everyone who watched Squid Game said, and I am here to put the Player 100 haters to rest, to sleep, because they truly don't know what they're talking about. Hey everybody, Terrible Shoes back at it again with another video. Today we're actually diving out of the realm of Pokemon, and I'm going to talk about something a little bit off topic. We recently finished Season 3 of Squid Games over here in our house, and I thought overall it was pretty good. Also, don't mind me sweating. It is 100 degrees outside today. I don't have the AC on because, well, recording just don't work with the AC on. And, yeah, so that's why you got little beads of sweat coming down my forehead. And I just showered, too. How upsetting. But anyway, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Helps me out a ton. And let's get into today's topic, which, like I was saying before, is a little off topic from Pokemon Squid Games 3. So, all in all, the season was pretty good, in my opinion. A lot of people say that this particular season was very mid, and I actually totally understand the points that they're making when they say that. I can totally understand all the hype that was built up in the last season coming down to what it did, with no spoilers, obviously. I won't say any here, but most of you have probably seen the show and know what happens, and I know a lot of people are very disappointed with the ending to Season 3. But like I said, all in all, I actually thought Season 3 was pretty good. A lot of fun, a lot of action happened. And let's be very real. Everything that took place down to the final game was incredibly realistic and real scenarios that could happen in a situation like that. But a lot of people just don't seem to want to accept that. Now, one thing that a lot of people seem to fully agree on online is that there is a certain player, well, actually 6 players, that really weren't that great throughout the entire show and didn't deserve any of the attention they got. And that is outside of the 333, 456, and the baby. That is the 6 generic dudes who made it to the finals. But I want to talk about one specific one, and that is my boy Player 100. That is right, the man himself, 10 billion won in debt, and he doesn't give a single shit, and he's going to do whatever it takes to live. So the reason that I honestly think Player 100 is just such a hilariously amazing character is because he played the game fantastically from start to finish. My man played with his head the entire time, and he didn't freak out, kept his cool, and he pretty much around every corner thought on his feet, and he always came out victorious until the end, which unfortunately the plot armor comes off, which unfortunately leads to, well, spoilers here, unfortunately leads to his untimely death. Now, I'm actually going to come in here defending my man at this point too, and this is why I think Player 100 is such a good player, and that is because his plan at the end was actually good. It was cruel. Yes, I understand that. Very cruel, in fact. And then what they do to the guy, Player 39, my man, he literally, the whole game, he just cruised, and then that's how his life ends. How sad. His plan was incredibly smart and actually could have resulted in everyone splitting the prize money. Why nobody listened to him? Because 456, of course, had to be the goody two-shoes and be like, no, even though you literally just broke his leg and beat him half to death, and he's probably got some serious permanent and severe damage. No, you can't do that. Which is just so fucking ridiculous. Let's be real here. Anyone with a brain is looking at that guy saying, what a dummy, what a moron, what a bunch of egg all over his face. Because he should have just let them go through with the plan. It is really annoying that he didn't, in my opinion, because it would have worked very well. They could have thrown one guy off each platform and then split the cash at the end. However, there is one little wrench that I think could get thrown into that plan, and that could be a sudden rule change at the end where they say, actually, no. You guys can't split the money, and one of you can. Only one of you can have it. That's the only time I genuinely think his plan would not work. So, the lunchbox scene was amazing, by the way. The guy was very smart. He knew what he was doing, and I'm gonna be real. if the main character was not there to get in his way, so to say, everyone would have been living a happy, debt-free, and still rich life. And that is why, my man, Player 100, I don't want to hear no 007 or 222 or whatever garbage number you're going to throw at me as the best player. It's 100. It'll always be 100. And there's nothing you can do about it. So sad. Get over it. And with that, we're going to cut the video here. Thanks for listening to me today. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. It helps me out a ton. And with that, I'll catch you guys in the next clip. Just let me know in the comment section if you like the off-topic videos like this. I can do a few more of them if you'd like. And also let me know in the comment section what your opinion of the show and who your favorite character was. I'd love to know that myself. So with that, thank you for watching me today, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.